Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live here on SABC 2. Like we promised, parents of grade 1 and 8 pupils in Gauteng experienced another delay in registering their children for the 2017 admission. This comes after the online learner admission campaign by the Gauteng Department of Education collapsed again. The learner registration website went back online yesterday. However, the site is still experiencing a large volume of users. For more on this, we join in the studio by Gauteng Education Department spokesperson Oupa Bodibe. Ntate Bodibe, amahela Morning Live. Thank you very much for your time. Now, you were sitting on the very same chair last week, vowing that everything is going to be in order come next week Tuesday, which is yesterday. Yeah. And yet problems were still experienced. How come?
Okay, so let me just explain, and again, our profuse apologies for the delay. When we're about to go live, then we picked up there's gonna be a serious glitch with GPS coordinates. What does that mean? That if you put your physical address, you'll get schools that are even 30 or 20 kilometers away from you. And we couldn't be reckless and go ahead with launching.
But why was it only detected yesterday? Was the process not, stress tested on time?
We did. And remember, we are now hosting this thing on many servers. So on the two servers, it could work. But if we had opened yesterday at that time with only those two servers, the system would have crashed immediately. And therefore, to work on all the other servers, and remember also we are being assisted for hosting with Vodacom. And Vodacom uses GIS locations for lots of things. And we picked the other problem was that townships are not appearing on maps. Schools are not appearing on maps. And that was going to frustrate parents more. So we stress tested the system on Tuesday to fix a whole lot of bugs. But our technicians then advised us when we were about to go live at 8 o'clock yesterday to say, look, this thing is going to give parents a GIS coordination problem. 2 is going to exclude parents from the townships. So we had to reprogram it again to make sure that the parents themselves could select the school, not the system should select the school automatically. And that's what's caused the delay yesterday. Because
some of the parents even went as far as voicing their concerns on Twitter, saying that when they applied, the options were like schools very, very far from where they were residing, as far as an hour drive.
That's why we didn't want to subject parents to that, and we thought delay it, fix all the problems, and get it back online when we have fixed most of the problems. And I can say that majorly all those problems have been fixed. Does not mean we are still not experiencing parents experiencing errors, but that are more to do with the fact that the traffics on the apply side have picked up. Within 10 minutes of opening, 20,000 people were there. So 5,000 people had already fully applied. And by 8 o'clock last night, 50,000 people had successfully applied. And parents who continue to face individual problems, they must communicate with us and we fix them at the back office.
How do they go about communicating with you?
They can call our call center, which is 0800 000 789. They can send an email to gdeinfo@gauteng.gov.za, and when they do that, we do respond timeously to respond to the problems of the individual parents.
Does that mean you're still expecting more problems to be experienced with the system? I mean, the fact that you do even have a number for them.
Yeah, it's not perfect. It's the first time we're going fully online, not paper-based. And there's some teething problems, and so that's why we put up a whole lot of assistance mechanism to help where there are problems. But I must say, we're relieved the system has not crashed, so let's be clear, it has not crashed, and it's still functioning. You might experience some errors. When you experience errors or when you cannot log in, it's because more people on the apply side are spending more time filling out the document. But the feedback we're getting from those who are successful is that this thing, once you are through, it takes less than 15 minutes for you to complete the whole process.
But does the department really think that it was the best decision to take to just go online and, make away with parents having to queue at school? Is it really not too soon?
We think it's still the best decision, because if we don't go this way, come January, we'll still be sitting with a lot of parents that have unplaced learners. would not be able to allocate desks on time, will not be able to allocate classrooms, teachers, and so forth. So this is going to assist us with planning on time. And because it provides us with the central database real time that tells us these are the schools that are in demand, these are the areas that are under pressure, you may need to get more mobile classrooms. Just to give you an example of the turnaround time just to get one mobile classroom, it takes up to 3 months to get one mobile classroom, and we can't wait until January. And the other important thing that people should note is the fairness that is introduced in the system and equity that's introduced in the system. Everybody now has a fair chance of getting and being on a list, whereas in the past schools would just turn parents away. And in this particular system, they can't turn anyone away until the period of placement starts.
Now, the Federation of Governing Bodies of South Africa has prepared court papers, we have learned, to get an urgent High Court interdict blocking the system should it fail. Again, what's your take on that?
Well, I think we are facing a very uncooperative attitude, but they can go to court is their right. We already have 2 court cases on the same matter with the FEDSAS, and I'm not sure what they hope to achieve. And 2, they never really came back they did not come to us to ask us in detail what are the problems that you are facing. They are simply assuming that the system will fail and they are going ahead. And can I also say...
Are they really assuming? I mean, the fact that the system has crashed on several cases, are they assuming?
But they don't know the technical problems that caused the system to fail and what we're doing to face it, to solve them. And then as we opened yesterday, just so that we are clear, some people can see that some people don't want us to succeed. We foiled 13 attempts to hack the system within the hour of going live.
Is it? And do you have any suspects in that regard?
I don't want to speculate because that will be reckless on my part, but the fact that we are successful at foiling those attempts means that the security system we put on the online system is working.
Are you on those that are hacking the account?
Come again?
Are you on them, those that are hacking the system?
Yes,
are you already on them?
We are following up on the potential
Well, thank you very much. That's where we're going to have to leave it. That's the Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, Oupa Bodibe, saying that it's all system go, so they can log online now and apply.
The system is running.
It's running.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're taking a break. Morning Live continues after this. Stay tuned.